Good evening and welcome to What's Cooking Worcester. I'm Kelly Williams, licensed dietitian nutritionist here at the health department, and I'm excited to share with you today an easy family favorite. This is a cauliflower that we're going to be turning into an easy cauliflower gratin. And a gratin is just something with a cheese sauce. So you'll find that this is equally at home on your weeknight dinner table as it is at your Thanksgiving table. Let's get started. The first thing I want to show you is how to handle a cauliflower, because I know it can look a little intimidating. I've already rinsed this one off, and now we're going to get started. We're going to cut it right down the center. You're going to need a good sharp knife for that. Then in half again. So we're just quartering. Okay. Then you're going to remove the center stem, which kind of gets rid of the green parts too for you. And it leaves you with the florets, which is the part that we're going to be working with today. If they're a little bit big, feel free to break them up into bite-sized chunks, whatever's manageable for you. Now for this recipe, we're going to be steaming the cauliflower first, and then we'll finish it in the oven. So you'll start this recipe by getting about 1 or 2 inches of water boiling in a stock pot. Any large heavy pan you have will work for this. If you don't have a steamer basket at home, you are welcome to put these in the microwave with a little bit of water for a few minutes. We're just trying to soften them a little bit. Also, if this is too much and you don't really have time for this, feel free to stop by the produce section. You can find bags of cauliflower, broccoli, already pre-chopped. The florets are already washed and ready to go for you, and that's a great time saver too. I would not use frozen cauliflower in this recipe because it will be a little bit too watery and it will change the texture of your recipe. So you definitely want to look for something fresh. We have our cauliflower in the steamer basket, and we are ready to put it in the water, and we're just going to steam it for about 5 to 10 minutes until it's soft. That's kind of personal preference depending on if you like your vegetables a little bit more crisp or a little bit softer. While that goes, we're going to get ready to make our sauce for our cheese. We're going to put 2 tablespoons of butter in our saucepan to melt, and we'll get 2 cloves of garlic ready to go. Our butter is melted, and now we're going to add our 2 cloves of garlic. All right, our garlic is nice and toasted in our butter, and now we're ready to add 2 tablespoons of whole wheat flour. We're going to whisk this in. You'll see our mixture starts to get a little toasty brown color. And the flour is important in this recipe because this is what's going to thicken our sauce. This is what keeps our sauce from being too liquidy. So we're going to just cook the flour till it's got a nice toasted smell and color, and then we'll begin to add our milk. Okay, you can see the mixture is thickened. So now we will add our milk. This is 1.5 cups of milk, and you want to go really slowly with the milk so that you have time to whisk as you go. This will take a few minutes to thicken, but you want to be sure to keep whisking every minute or so just to make sure it doesn't burn and stick on the bottom of your pan. Our cauliflower is nice and steamed, and we're ready to transfer it to our 2-quart casserole dish. Just drain your cauliflower well. Kind of shake off as much water as you need to. You do not need to grease your pan for this, and you can use any shaped pan you'd like. You just need it to be about 2 quarts. Okay, we're going to add our cauliflower. And we're going to continue on making our cheese sauce. Once our sauce begins to boil, we can turn it down and just simmer it on low for just another minute or 2 until it's nice and thick and creamy. So once our sauce has thickened, we can turn it off, take off the heat. We're gonna add pepper to taste. Okay, about 3/4 teaspoon of salt. And 1.5 cups of cheese of your choice. This is a blend of cheddar cheeses, but if you like Swiss, that's great. If you like things a little spicy, pepper jack would be great. Anything you like. And you're just gonna give this a mix. And again, the heat's off now. We're just letting the temperature in the pan melt the cheese. You can see that it's getting nice and cheesy. Once all your cheese shreds have been melted, we are ready to pour it over our cauliflower. And we are ready to add our cheese sauce. Look at that. It looks just like macaroni and cheese, doesn't it? One of the great things that I love about working with cauliflower is that it's an excellent source of fiber, vitamin C, and B vitamins like folate. So it's a great way to have something that might be a family favorite, like mac and cheese. You get some of those same flavors here, but you have a much lower carbohydrate dish, which is really helpful for people who are trying to manage conditions like diabetes. November is actually Diabetes Awareness Month, so this is a great time to try out a nice low carbohydrate dish like this. All right, once our cheese sauce has been spread, you can give it a little shake, make sure it kind of drips in there. And we're gonna pop it in the oven, which has been preheated to 450 degrees. Now I'll show you an optional step that you can try. This is just about 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs. You don't have to do this, but if you like that old-fashioned baked macaroni and cheese, this is kind of similar to that. You could use the Italian seasoned breadcrumbs. These are panko crumbs. Try whatever you like. And we're gonna put that in the oven for about 20 minutes until it's brown and crispy. It smells delicious and we are ready to take our cauliflower gratin out of the oven. So you can see that when it's ready, it's gonna have brown crispiness and it's gonna be nice and bubbly. You can see that it's nice and creamy, crispy on the top, and nice and cheesy and creamy on the inside. Make sure you get that nice sauce. And that is your low carbohydrate, but really delicious, easy cauliflower gratin. The cauliflower is cooked perfectly. It's not mushy at all, but it's nice and tender. The extra crispy topping really makes the dish. You can find this and other great recipes at worcesterhealth.org. Remember, eat healthy, be active, and prevent diabetes today.